Now let's start with Cologne a little bit. Obviously, you started out with that loss to Astralis. So can you talk me through what happened, when you came into Cologne? Because it seemed like a pretty rough start for you guys.
Yeah, it's been a half month for us. We lost a lot of matches and we kind of lost some confidence. Usually you have good matchups against Astralis, but in the game when we played the match, we just lost so many key rounds. We just are playing not good individually, and we kind of felt the pressure of not being confident enough. So I think that was the turn down for us in this first match.
Now heading into Outsiders, you guys pulled off kind of a comeback on the T side on Inferno, even after they put up 7. Do you seem like you figured out their CT side a little bit? Can you talk me through that ending and kind of that run that you had at the end to close it out?
I don't have a feeling that we figure out, just because I remember winning 3 rounds that they had a stacked site. We just entered the site and they have 3 of our players, and we kind of have to fight through that, and we won 2 of these 3 gun rounds. So I felt that we were a little behind on that sense, but we just managed to be up to the task individually, to even entering a site and finding the stack. We just could be able to kill the now.
How did it feel to play this kind of Outsiders? Obviously, they've changed the lineup. They don't really have Yakindar anymore. That's a very aggressive piece, almost a little bit like you. Did that make the team different to play? How did it feel?
Yeah, Yakindar, it's always a wild card for them. And for their play style, I think that they really need that wild card to make some aggressive plays out of nowhere and just create some space for the other guys to play. So of course I'm not in a place to talk about how they play or if it's good or bad, but in my view it's easier to play them now than it was with Yakindar.
Is it a confidence boost? You had a pretty big loss streak, heading up to this match. Heading into FaZe and Spirit, obviously another tough one that you'd have to play in an elimination game. Yeah, confidence boost or not?
Yeah, definitely confidence booster. It doesn't mean anything yet. We just won 1 match. Of course, that's not really anything close enough to finish the half of the year before their break. So of course, it's a confidence boost for the next match. But let's see how it goes.
I wanted to get over to more like a general team talk, because I said you had a couple of rough events in a row. Losses to teams that we probably wouldn't have expected, especially after a run, at the Major and then Dallas. It seemed you guys were on an upswing, and suddenly everything just changed. Can you tell me what's been happening these last, couple of weeks, couple of months?
There's nothing really deep going on. I think when you talk about CS, even on Tier 2 scene, it's very close with Tier 1. It's very easy to lose to these teams if you don't play well. And specifically on those matches, we lost 2 gun rounds, key gun rounds, that cost us 1 map. And we just went really playing bad individually in the other one. So it was not something that's very big going on. It's just in the maps, we do not play as the favorites. We played too much right CS, too much waiting, not enough aggression. And we kind of felt that when we lost the first match. I think that was against 9Z. So afterwards, we kind of felt like playing different to try to counter them. We are trying new stuff as well because it's a small tournament. And it kind of backfired on us because we're trying to play different and try new things for the big tournament. And we end up messing for ourselves again in those games. So we don't have had enough time to come back because we just lost all the maps. So I think it's a complex thing. It's not like an easy one, this or this. It's a mix of everything.
Now you guys had kind of a busy run. You kind of played everything from Roobet to Valencia. You obviously came here as well. Is that something that you regret, that you kind of signed up for that many tournaments that you had to play, and obviously now having a pretty rough run leading up to kind of the biggest thing that you have at the end of the season?
Yeah, it's easy to say now that it was bad playing those events, but if we would have won one of them or play well in both, it would be a very nice break for us. And still, even losing all the time, the only bad thing was that we lost some confidence and we had to regroup. But in the bright side, we learned a lot of things, we tried new things, and we trashed the things that we don't want to do anymore, and we kept the things that we want to do. And overall, when you lose so much, 1 or 2 or 10 times, you eventually go stronger. There's no other way around it. The only thing that it's a block for us to not grow stronger is if we are mentally, we are not fit to play or not feeling confident. That's the only thing. If we deal with that and we still have confidence, we learn a lot.
Thanks, man.